We are in the last part of the programme. It is, of course, Barrage the Farage, where you send your questions in, I answer them, having not previously seen them. So here goes. Matthew asks me, which do you think is more important, social issues or economic issues? Well, if you don't get the economic issues right, the social issues get worse. But I do actually think there is something called community. There is something called society. There is something called family. And in many ways, they matter more than just how much money you've got, provided you've got enough money to be able to live. Terry asks me, in the event that David Davis were to become Prime Minister and offered you a post in his cabinet, which job would you choose? And what would be your first priority in that position? Look, this isn't going to happen in the month of Sundays. The Conservative Party don't like me, even though they wouldn't be in government if I hadn't done what I'd done in the red wall seats. But if that was to happen, I would like to be a new separate ministry. Not that I believe in bureaucracy, but a new separate ministry for the reform of the civil service, because I think that's one of the things that is holding this country back. They'd love me, wouldn't they? Christopher asks, Nigel, what happened to Dry January? That is actually alcohol-free. Now, Luke here has got one of his own beers, which is curious beer, because he, brews the stuff and owns the company. Dry January, it was going really well. It was doing really well until I met with Djokovic's uncle, Goran, who owns vineyards in Serbia, and it went wrong. But I'm doing quite well now. Adrian asks, bless you, why don't the government seem bothered about rising inflation, rising energy prices and falling wages? I'll just do inflation on that. The Bank of England have been behind the curve on inflation. Boris Johnson, as recently as October, was underestimating inflation. They just don't understand. Inflation is a disease of money caused by government above all. And my feeling is, and particularly if Luke's right about a boom this year, that we're going to see inflation at numbers we haven't seen for something like 40 years.